Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earl, and welcome back to another episode of Earl Sports Bets. And today we've got another college basketball slate, a little bit bigger of a slate. We're looking at 4 plays today. But before we get into the video, before we get into the recap, you guys know what to do. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on push notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at Earl Sports Bets. You can also follow us on our social medias at BetsEarl on Twitter, at Earl Sports Bets on Instagram. You can also, if you guys want to join our Discord chat, the link to that will be in the description of the video down below. All right, quick little recap. And as always, my bad. Leave your best bet in the comment section below. I do look at the comments, so if you guys want to have interactions, I respond to my comments. But let's look at a recap from yesterday. Our 2 plays, we split 1 and 1. We took a shot. Quinnipiac +6. Then they just did not show up. It happens. That was just a wrong side loser. But we did get the cash in the second game here with Southeast Louisiana getting the win. So we went 1 and 1. It's no big deal. We are 262, 256 and 5, 50.6% on the year. So we're slightly down on the year, but we're trying to get that number back up. We have conference tournaments now in full swing. We have March Madness coming up in a little bit, and that March Madness I think is going to be extremely profitable because we get all the public bettors. We get all the people who just come in, the people who bet the Super Bowl and March Madness. We get the extreme values on certain teams. So that's just things to look at. It should be a good March Madness season. But let's get into today's video, why don't we? 1 second. Let me get the right page up. There we go. All right. We are starting today with a matchup in the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference with Iona and Siena. Iona burned us yesterday when they destroyed Quinnipiac. And here we go. Iona coming into the game 9-5, 6 and 3 in the Metro Atlantic. They're on a 3-game win streak. They knocked off Quinnipiac in the first round of the tournament. Siena coming in 12-4 in the Metro Atlantic, coming off of a loss versus Canisius to end the year. They have not played a tournament game yet. This is the quarterfinals of the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference. And for this one, we're looking at Siena. I'm looking at the dog here, which shouldn't be the dog because they're the higher favorite team. So we're looking at the +1.5 and the plus 105. Probably a little sprinkle, or probably a little bit on both. Split your bet on this one. I like Siena +1.5 and +105. My model has them winning by 4.3 points. So we're getting a little bit of value on this line for Siena. So we'll be taking them to knock off Iona and advance to the semifinals of the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference. Next, we have a matchup in the ACC second round. We have Duke, the Blue Devils, taking on Louisville, the Cardinals. 2.5 point spread, -149 for them Blue Devils, +129 for them Cardinals. Duke coming in 12-11, 9-9 in the ACC, coming on in off of a first round win versus Boston College. They handled them pretty easily, as you should with Boston College right now. And this is a Duke team that I feel needs to win the ACC tournament in order to think about playing in March Madness. Louisville coming in 13-6, 8-5 in the ACC. They are coming in off of back-to-back losses to end the season versus Duke and Virginia. They did have a little bit of a layoff in between those games. But looking at this game, once again, I like the dog in this matchup. I have Louisville winning this game straight up. I have them advancing to the next round. They're rested. They didn't have to play a game yesterday. I like Louisville in this matchup, and I feel like they should be a team that should be favored, not dogs. So I'll take that plus money, those plus points any day of the week, and give me Louisville versus Duke today. Next, we have Northwestern taking on Minnesota, 2.5 point spread, -140 for Northwestern, +120 for Minnesota. This is the first round of the Big Ten tournament, and this should be I don't know about this game, but it's these are two of the lower teams in this conference. Uh, Northwestern coming in 9-14, 6-13 on a 3-game win streak to end the season versus Nebraska, Maryland, and this Minnesota team. And this is not Northwestern. This is a team that was ranked earlier in the year, and then they just had the murderer's row of opponents between Michigan and Illinois and Ohio State and Wisconsin when they were ranked. And they had ranked opponent after ranked opponent after ranked opponent, and they just couldn't handle any of them. And all of a sudden, their season was gone. But they've been playing much better of lately, and I like this Northwestern team to get the job done today against a Minnesota team who ended the season. And I don't think you could have ended it any worse. Losses versus Rutgers and Penn State, Northwestern, Nebraska, Illinois, Indiana, Maryland. They are Minnesota ended this season on a 7-game losing streak. I don't think they just all of a sudden turn it around and play good in the tournament here. I think they get beat here, and I think Northwestern covers this 2.5-point spread, and they get the job done, and they cash the bet. So give me Northwestern here minus 2.5 versus Minnesota. I don't think this game will be a particularly close game. All right, now heading into our last game of the night, we have the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. 6.5-point spread, minus 275 for North Carolina, plus 230 for Notre Dame. Notre Dame coming off of a win versus Wake Forest in the first round of the tournament. North Carolina, this is their first ACC tournament game this year. They did end the season with a very convincing win over the Blue Devils, and I'm going back to North Carolina here. I think that they take care of business. This North Carolina team is much superior to this Notre Dame team. Notre Dame coming in 11-14, 8-11 on the year. North Carolina is 16-9, 10-6 on the year, and they've been playing better of lately. They started off slow, but they've been playing better. I feel like they have a spot in this tournament, regardless of how well they play in the ACC tournament. Even if they lose today, I think they're an 11 or 12 seed. But this should be a good test here for North Carolina. I think they get the win. I think they cover the minus 6.5. So we're taking them minus the 6.5 points versus Notre Dame. All right, quick recap of today's plays. We have Siena plus 1.5 and the plus 105 versus Iona. We have Louisville plus 2.5 and plus 129 versus Duke. We have Northwestern here minus 2.5 versus Minnesota. And then we have North Carolina minus 6.5 versus Notre Dame. All right. If this information was helpful to you guys at all, feel free to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at Real Sports Bets. But that's going to just about do it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe as always. And let's make some money. Let's cash some bets in college basketball today. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.